I guess, you know.
Is it running, yeah?
Yeah.
Well done. 10 for 10. I'll just get my bookmarks up. 18 media. Is that on your blog?
Yeah.
Brilliant. So what do you think about it so far?
I think it's actually come together quite nicely.
Is it
We
as
just-
you expected it to be?
I think so.
Cool.
It's just, like, we didn't get as much shots as we thought we would.
You
So
don't, do
we're
you?
just filling in a lot.
Hey, Mr. Smith.
Have you got a lesson in it?
No, no, not at all.
Oh, do you mind? Because I've got one just starting up.
Yeah, do you mind if we do a little bit of filming in here?
No.
You don't. It's all right if you're in here as
Yeah,
well. It's
yeah.
absolutely fine. Yeah, yeah. I'm just giving some feedback on one of my students' videos, and I'm being recorded doing it. It's in planning, I presume.
Production.
Of course, production. Why would it be in planning? Feedback on rough cut. Sorry, obviously you're going to have to cut all that off.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's striking, isn't it? How there's the rough cut. It's definitely Sear Chandelier inspired, isn't it?
Yeah.
Have I got them? I think you've used some really nice angles. I like that roll round the kind of ballerina on the floor, and that high angle kind of comes across all the bruises and stuff like that. He needs to be looking into the camera. It's a shame he's not looking into the camera, I'll be honest, because I kind of want that kind of engagement. But because he's clearly reading the text from just above the camera, you know, I'm losing that connection a little bit because of it, which is a shame. But then when he does look at the camera, which he just did, brilliant. I feel much more kind of connection with it, that kind of style. The mise-en-scène is great. Cliffs. Are you foreshadowing something there? Good. You really beat her up, didn't you? Really bruised and battered every part of her body. It's just
It's really fun though.
Who did the makeup?
Me.
Well done. Good. I think it's a little bit a reveal of the mask. There needs to be more. If there's any chance you've got any other footage, I just want that to be a more kind of, maybe on that moment she really but just a bit more on it, because she takes it off and walks back, and you cut real quick. And I want that seems such a fundamental bit to me. I like the ECU in the mouth, but you've only used it once.
Yeah.
Maybe I love you so, I love you so. Have you got some of those?
No, but we might be able to get some.
Sorry?
We might be able to get some.
Right. So Bart's would say that's a kind of symbolic code of her kind of impending suicide or something like that, if that's what you're foreshadowing. So the cliffs and the rope. Cool. I think it will really benefit when you do some colour correction.
Yeah, that's what
In
we're
it.
doing at the moment.
I think, you know, and what are you going to do in terms of the performance and the narrative? I think there needs to be something kind of different. The cliff comes a bit suddenly. You know, just, you know, a little bit too suddenly. Is there any way we can introduce that a bit more?
I thought that we should have had some like running along the coast maybe,
Something like that, possibly.
but we didn't. It was
Yeah.
quite windy when we went to film, so.
Right, okay. That kind of approach to the cliff.
Yeah.
That sense, you know, because in the Idris Elba one, you know, he's kind of running towards the cliff, like, and you think, oh my God, stop, 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 you know, and then he stops and screams into the cliff. I mean, I think the mise en scène's great. I think some of your camera work is brilliant. You tend to rely when they're running on long shots and extreme long shots, high angle,
Yeah.
which are great, which are good. But just if there's any more variety you can get out of that, that'd be good.
We have got some shots where I've like run next to her.
Good.
I don't know.
And some
what
whip
did you
pans.
put
Frankly, even if you go to the trees across the road, you know, the
Yeah.
Faggots area, and just do some whip pans past trees, and you could intercut her run with some of your tracking shots with some of the trees whipping past. That would just add that sense of kind of fear and franticness and stuff
Yeah.
like that. I mean, a lot of your footage is really nice there as well. I think you've composed it nicely. But generally, it always cuts back out this big, long, extreme long shot, high angle. And I think you get a little bit more variety out of that. The sequence in the house is great, but yeah, we need to make it sick and yellow or something, or
Yeah.
green or so. I don't quite know what. But you've got some lovely little edits in there, and you hit the beat really nicely. Yeah, and I was saying, I think not performing into the cameras is a bit of a shame, because when he does, it's brilliant.
Yeah.
He's really talking to me, and as well, and that works really nicely. But it's a good piece of work. I don't think you should be at all worried about it. I think it's a strong piece of work, but I do think there's something there which isn't, once it fits, it would just be great, whether it's colour correction, whether it's a bit more variety in the shot, whether it is that looking straight into camera, then I think it will really become a really strong piece.
Okay.
So very well done.
Thank you.
Okay, no worries.